is the use of an education if it teaches history but does not teach how to create history? Do we teach science or do we teach the science of living?
Every student who is studying in a college goes through emotional disturbances, relationship problems. Nowadays, we live in a society where so many people say that students don't respect their teachers, students are disobedient, students are not punctual, students have got bad habits, bad words will just come out of their mouth like an ocean. And a lot of students, there is a lot of complaint from teachers that students go through all these problems. Now I want to ask everyone who is listening to this, who is going to take care of the issue? Please let us look at from a student point of view. He wakes up at morning 7 o'clock, 7 to 9 o'clock, he goes through a tuition. What is taught in tuition? Subject is taught in tuition. He gets into a college. From 9:15 to 5:15, what is taught in every class? Subject is taught. He comes to home, eats his snacks and again goes back to tuition. What is taught in tuition? Again subject is taught. He reaches home at night 8 o'clock. Then there is a discussion with parents. Parents' worriment is my kid is not good in subject. What is discussed in home? Subject is discussed. There are suicides happening in schools. There are relationship problems. It frustrates me and it makes me disappointing every day. As a person who lives with human potential, how come a student commits suicide just because there is no person who tells him that to achieve success, everyone has to go through this failure? And it worries me every day when I go to sleep. And everyone is worried about teaching subject. There is this class that is introduced in our school system, that is moral sciences classes. Unfortunately, that is the class right now which is used by the other teachers to complete their portion, and we don't teach. That means moral values can take a back seat, subject can take the forefront, and it's a worriment to me. I think, what is the value of an education if it tells people to become successful in life but does not tell people how to live with a value-based education system? What do you learn from your teachers? You don't learn from your teachers only subject. You learn the value of discipline. And there was this teacher. If I look back my schooling, if I look back my college studies, and I am not a person who is an extremely intelligent right through my schooling, but I still remember the first value system which I learned from my school teachers is, and I am a person who always sits in last bench because I am not a person who used to go to schools with this belief system that I am learning. I was forced to go to schools. I never enjoyed. And there was a point of a time I hated this subject, that is biology. And the teacher made this statement, all the students who failed in the unit test, please go out of the class. And I went out of the class, and he is a very tough teacher because he used to beat every student. And I did not attempt that examination. If you do not attempt the examination, it is as equal to failing in the examination. I went outside and he started beating every student, and I was the 9th student, and I was terrified that he is going to beat me. And just a few days before, I don't know what happened to him. First time he said, hey you, tomorrow you are going to explain this concept. Trust me, in my life, I can say it with an experiential authority. Teacher's attention is a blessing to the student. A teacher's eyes always oscillate between the best of the academic students and the notorious student. If teacher, instead of looking at the first row and the last row students, if his eyes fell on a student who requires that extra push, Trust me, that ordinary student can become an extraordinary human being. I don't need any examples to validate my statement. I myself is a classical example. In the direction he saw, 12 people became apostles. They are nothing but the disciples of Jesus. A monkey, one person entered into the forest. That one monkey went on to become a divine proportion. That is Hanuma. And who is Swami Vivekananda without Ramakrishna Paramahamsa? Who is Sachin Tendulkar without Ramakant Achrekar? Who is O.M. Nambiyar without P.T. Usha? Greatness of a teacher towards a student is to tell the student how capable he is. And here was this teacher by name Bhima Rao sir. First time I don't know what has happened. And trust me, if I were to speak from heart, till 13 years, even my parents did not believe that I am an academic material. Even my parents did not believe that I can get probably a top 5 percentage. And here was this teacher who said to me, I think you can do a good job, but only thing is that you are very lazy. Please overcome that laziness. And I was standing as the 9th person with my legs shivered, because at least there was one individual who told that I can become someone in life. In front of his eyes itself, I became a failure, and I was standing as the 9th person, and he was beating like hell for the 8th person. He came close to me. He looked into my eyes, and I bowed my head down. I don't know. I was feeling sad that in his eyes I am becoming a failure. He raised his stick, and he thought that he is going to beat me. And instead of beating me, he just ruffled my hair, and he just asked me to lift my head up and said, Anil can't be a failure in biology. You know what he taught me? I don't remember anything what he taught in biology subject. I don't remember anything. But what he taught me in my life is forgiveness. He taught me one value system which remained with me till my last breath is forgiveness. According to me, forgiveness is my ability not to hurt someone even though he has hurt me. And without teaching me that this is forgiveness, he has taught me the greatest value. Subject will be forgotten by students, but the value system what teacher teaches, nobody in the students will ever forget. And this is one value system which my teacher has taught me right when I was in my 8th class.